Digital Romance TV.
Hello, my delicious friends on Digital Romance TV. I am your host, Allana Pratt, relationship coach and intimacy expert, and just your biggest fan. So grateful for all the questions that you ask. This one, for example, says, I've been dating someone for 2 years. I don't want any more kids, but he does. I feel 2 is enough, but he wants 1 of his own. I don't want to lose him. Should I have another kid or just wait it out? Such a friggin' great question, and so normal, real in today's dating world. If you're, in your 30s, maybe even in your 20s, certainly in your 40s, probably somebody's going to have a kid, okay? And maybe somebody won't. And what do you do when those 2 desires are incongruent? Does it mean the end of the relationship, or does it mean the beginning of a deeper conversation of what's underneath that desire? And can you fulfill it with what you have now? Or is it time to expand your family? So let's dive in. Number 1, on the bright side, I honor you and celebrate you for finding somebody that's already into your kids, so much so that they even want to have more. This is awesome, because a lot of complaints I have from my clients are that he's not into my kids, right? So let's be grateful for that in the first place. And, so we want to welcome his desire, not resist it, because when you resist it, it feels like you're resisting him, and that's going to push him away. So let's welcome in his desire for more children and go deeper. Like, what is it that he's desiring? Do you have 2 girls, but he wants a boy? Do you have 2 boys, but he wants a girl? Like, what's going on? What is the experience he's yearning for? Did he come from 7 kids and just wants a bigger family? What is the experience, the essence that he's craving? Is it just so that he can leave his mark and seed on the planet, like he wants his own blood on the planet? That, makes a lot of biological sense. Let's go a little deeper to what he's really desiring, so he feels seen and he feels heard, and you can understand what's going on. On the flip side, I want you to, first, I suppose I want to honor you for honoring your truth. Like, if you really don't want any more, I totally get it. I have an 11-year-old, and I'm almost 45. The thought of getting up in the middle of the night would suck. I would become such a bitch. I can't even imagine starting over. That would not rock for me at all. I don't know how old your children are, but maybe, when your kids get to a certain level and they can kind of take care of themselves a little bit, maybe some desire for your career and creativity in the world is what you want to birth next. And the idea of starting over, you'd have to give up on your dreams. And that makes a lot of sense to me. So maybe you need to talk to him about, if we had another kid together and, we decided we wanted to get married, etc., are you planning on staying home? Are you planning, maybe you're afraid about money. Are you going to plan on providing for all of us? So these are some really great conversations to have. And then lastly, I love the darkness. I love discomfort. It's in this conflict. The diamond through conflict becomes, that piece of coal becomes a diamond. There's nothing wrong with conflict in a relationship, and navigating it can bring you closer. So instead of resisting this conflict, like, dive in, lean in, get closer, get curious with yourself as well, and be in conversation with him about why you potentially don't want another child. And are you afraid that, oh my God, what if you have another child and then he leaves you and now you're a single mom of 3? Like, what are your real fears? And talk to him about that. Be vulnerable, be open, and see if you could create something greater than what either of you have ever imagined with your current family, or with expanding it. Let go of conclusion of what this greater life is going to look like, and really get honest with each other and see if you can experience the essence of what he's craving or what you're craving now, or if indeed another child in the mix would take it to that next level of joy. And lastly, I'm so grateful that you're not just rushing into this, because I would hate to be a child and not be wanted. Don't just do it to keep him, to snare him, to snag him, to get him to marry you. Think of that child. That child deserves to be born into a world wanted, desired, and his family or her family thrilled that they want them. Okay, so great work with this question. Do your inner work with this question. This is an intense one, and I wish you the best outcome of all. And if you need some support, that's what I'm here for. It's my job. It's why I'm on the planet. It's why I get up every day to make sure that your relationships are a success. So if you want to learn more about me, allanapratt.com is where you go to get my newsletter. It's free. Listen to my radio show. It's free. I do lots of free giveaways, etc. And if you also want to have a one-on-one strategy session, if you go to the tab Work with Allana, there's all the ways from 6 sessions to weekend intensives or a simple 1-hour strategy just to start to dive into this very important area. That's what I'm here for. So I invite you to connect with me so I can shift this at a very core level and let that healing ripple throughout your entire relationship and life and family. Until next time on Digital Romance TV, I love ya. Mwah. Take care.
You've been lied to by every man you've ever met. Go to digitalromance.tv/secret to watch a special video where Michael Fiore teaches you why men lie to women they love and how to finally discover the astonishing truth about men.